Hi, and welcome to this vocabulary lesson because we are going to look at synonyms, collocations in context, and words that belong in the word family. I hope you'll stick around with me every single day, learn these 3,000 words with me. Down, down. Down is this direction, or it can be diagonally down. Anything that goes down. Down is a preposition, and so with prepositions, they get complicated because they show relationships or directions. They show they go with a lot of different verbs. So what do they mean? The literal meaning is the direction. Down, a synonym of down is downward. It can be below. It can be away or off or out, up or over. And looking at these synonyms, it almost gets more confusing than less confusing. That's why prepositions are important, but you have to look at them in context. It can mean finished or ended. Down can mean depressed or sad or unhappy, worried, upset. Any negative feeling is down. Usually not angry though. Sick, poorly, or out of sorts. So these are feelings. Down can be off or broken. The system is down. That means the system's broken. Out of commission. Down can mean excellent, great, fine, or cool. Down is another word for fur. It's a certain type of fur. It can be a tragedy. Usually that's a downer. Downer. Down can be hostility. It can also be dislike or distaste. It can mean to drop or descend. It can mean to drink or to swallow. And in some cases, it can mean to agree with. I'm down with that is an agreement. Let's look at some examples. So the first definition is toward a lower direction. It's an adverb, and we would say sit down. So you're standing, you need to sit down. Lie down, fall down, climb down, come down. These are all phrasal verbs that talk about the direction of down. Leaves fell down during the storm. She climbed down the ladder carefully. It's to move from a higher position to a lower position. Here, down is used as an adverb, and it tells where or what direction. Notice we sit down, no object. We would not say sat down the chair. You need to have another preposition here. She sat down in the chair in order for that to be correct. She sat down in the chair. Down can also mean along or for the length of something. Down the street. So where are you going? I'm just going down the street. Or down the road, down the hall, or down the river. We walked down the street. It means we walked along the street. Their house is down the road. She looked down the hallway. Here, down as a preposition needs to be followed by a noun phrase. And the preposition shows movement or the location, the direction. Down as an adjective can mean reduced or lower. For example, prices are down, sales are down, profits are down, temperatures are down, or numbers are down. For example, gas prices are down this week. Sales were down by 15%. Attendance is down this semester. That means the numbers have dropped. So this is the grammar for that. You have the subject, and then you have the be, and then you have the adjective down. For example, prices are down. Often this kind of information would be followed by a by and then some kind of a number. Sales are down by 20%. Down can mean sad or depressed. And those are if you have verbs that talk about feelings. For example, you feel down or you seem down, you look down, you can be a little down. You can also get someone down. I've been feeling down lately. She seems down today. Don't let one mistake get you down. That means don't get depressed because you made this mistake. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself this week. I've been feeling a little down. I got overwhelmed, and then I got stressed, and I didn't sleep well. So if you can see, it looks like I've been crying. I haven't been, but my eyes keep watering, and it's because I'm very tired. I've been feeling down. I've been feeling physically down. You can also feel emotionally down. I've just been feeling physically down. So if you have verbs like be, feel, look, or seem, then they're talking about an emotional state. He feels down, she looks down. Now, notice the difference here. She looked down. If that's the only context I have, I'm going to think that the eyes went down and looked at the floor. She looked down today. Now I have a little more context, and I know that it's sad. So you always need to look at the surrounding context, especially with prepositions. Down in phrasal verbs usually means completion or recording or reduction. For example, write down, cut down, break down, calm down, or shut down. So write down, write this down, actually put it on the paper. Cut down, we usually cut down on something, and that means to reduce it. For example, I need to cut down on my sugar. I need to stop eating as much sugar. Break down. Our car breaks down. That means that it gets broken. Calm down. Relax. And shut down means you've worked so hard that now everything just needs to shut down. You need to stop working. Here are some examples. Please write down your phone number. I'm trying to cut down on sugar. So everyone needs to calm down. Become less excited or emotional. We could say with write down, we could say write it down. Write down the answer. Okay, so usually when we have, this is kind of interesting. Usually when we have a pronoun as your object, you would put it between the verb and the preposition. That is part of your phrasal verb. If you have not a preposition or not a pronoun, you have the actual object, you're going to put it after write down the answer. For example, you say write it down, you would not say write down it. But if you have the address, you could say write the address down, you could say write down the address. Both are acceptable. It's when you have the pronoun, you can't put it at the end. It needs to go between. So down has several meanings. It has a lower direction. It can mean along something. It can mean reduced. It can mean sad. And it's used as a particle of a phrasal verb. Please write down your ideas. The opposite of down is up. Down can be a noun. It can be a verb to mean swallow it or to eat or drink it. And that's usually if you down that drink, it means that you did it really quickly. Down is an adjective, feel down, and down is an adverb as well as a preposition. I really hope that you enjoyed this word. Research shows that if you know 3,000 words, then you can pretty much say anything you need to say. I hope I'll see you tomorrow, and please like and subscribe.